as always, we will be doing our giveaways for comments, answers, and shares, so make sure you get those in. When you share, please remember to share publicly so that we can see that you've shared. Today, we will, of course, be giving away this iron and Jenny's choice for presents today. I like the new term presents instead of giveaways because we love the term presents around here. It's very, very big for our team. So we are really excited to bring you presents today. So we are going to have Jenny, who come here. Why don't you pop in here, Jenny, real quick and show them.
Okay.
So we did Jenny's cut this week, and we are going to be styling her hair short and beachy. Wait, is that what we call it? Short and beachy. Short and beachy. All right. It's going to be so fun. We did it yesterday. We just did our cut yesterday. So today, Jenny's picking the presents. So Jenny picked the presents. So Jenny, tell them what our presents are going to be today.
Okay, so this is my go-to styling kit for my short and beachy look. I have Upstage, our thermal protectant. I love it because it takes the place of so many products that I used to use: mousse, root lifter, curling spray, thermal protectant, all in one bottle. One pretty bottle.
Oh, that's cool. I did not know that about you. I did not know
Yes.
she switched out of all those things.
All this,
Cool.
this fine hair needs a lot of work,
Yeah.
so now I have it all in one bottle.
Yeah.
And then Selfie Time, our hairspray. I love this because I can use it as a working spray if I just do a light coat, or if I want it to really hold and do more of a firm, put an extra spray on, and there you go. It's so brushable. The paddle brush is included in my little kit here, my little present. It's my go-to brush just for combing my hair out of the shower, brushing it before I curl, brushing out my curls, second, third day curls. And then my round brush, when I do a blow dry, I never use it. I never dry my hair without using my round brush. So
Yeah.
all in this medium zip kit, zip time bag.
And she does amazing blowouts on herself, by the way. It's like, I'm always like really entertained by them because they are just always, I'm like, geez, I get entertained by hair if you can't tell. So yes, we definitely have an entertaining hair today. So we're going to do that. So we've had like a week of change here at time. We had a couple people do LASIK eye surgery recently, and it was fun. It was quite an experience watching that happen. I got to watch, and it was really cool because the doctor had all these patents, and he was showing me the tools he's patented. It was pretty neat. I was very intrigued by it. And so it's pretty crazy what they do with your eyes. But anyway, everybody's seeing really well around here and have a lot of clarity in their eyes, and we were seeing so well, we thought we'd cut everybody's hair this week. So we've done lots of haircuts, and so we did Jenny's cut yesterday, and I can't wait to show you her short beachy. It's going to be really cute. So she was, Jenny has been waiting to do this cut for how long now, Jenny, do you think?
We've been talking about it for a good month or
Yeah,
so.
we've been talking about it for a minute, but she was out of town and I was out of town, so all kinds of fun stuff. So now we're going to do that. So we are going to start curling, and then I want you guys, if you have any short-haired questions, please let us know, and make sure you share with any of your friends that might be inspired to have short hair or are looking for a shortcut or anything, because we are going to be sending this out in an instructional video because we cut it on video yesterday, so hopefully I got good angles because I couldn't see the camera the whole time. But they're putting that together, and they're going to be sending it out in an email. So if you aren't signed up for our email, we put the link above, or for YouTube, I think we'll have to comment below because we haven't done that yet. So we are going to put like an instructional tutorial together on it. So if you want to recreate this look, you can, or have your stylist recreate it for you. So we will be sending those out soon. So make sure you sign up for those emails if you're interested. All right, so we have a little bit of a different curling today because I've done a lot of different kinds of curls for you guys, but what we're gonna do different today is Jenny has a certain curling style, and I have a certain curling style. And so we're going to get, like, Jenny's been wanting to learn this curling style, so I thought it would be good for her to learn in front of you guys. I did a really deep part today and it keeps falling in my face. I'm gonna have to spray that out in a little bit. So, okay, so I'm going to let Jenny sit, and then we will, we'll kind of talk about how her curling style and my curling style differ.
Yes.
Okay, so do we have a good angle on everything? I think so. Nobody's head's cut off anywhere or anything. That's what I always get yelled at for.
I think we're good.
We're good?
I don't see
Yes, golden. Oh, we forgot to tell. So Jenny's presents are going to be this gift set. What do we call it? Short and beachy?
Short and beachy.
Short and beachy, but it really would work good for long hair or anything too. But
Right.
and then she's going to have a golden ticket. So we're going to do 4 short and beachy packets. We're going to do, I'm going to give an iron, and then Jenny's going to have a golden ticket winner in here that will also win an iron. So we're doing 2 irons today. So hopefully there'll be maybe one YouTuber that gets in on that, or something that gets a YouTube iron, and we'll see if we can disparity. So make sure you comment on YouTube. Okay. Jenny, okay, so let's talk to them about what your normal curling is like, and what you think you'd like to learn today.
Yes, so I have been struggling with getting, when Jacinda curls my hair, I love it because it looks more beachy. When I curl my hair, I get this flat little swoop here, and then most of my curl is at the ends. When she does it, I get fullness here and beachy ends.
Okay, so I think what we should do, Jenny, is have you do one curl like further back, and then we'll show them how your normal curl turns out, and then we'll go ahead and I'll show them a couple of mine or whatever.
All right, sounds good.
Don't forget to do it with a smile, though. Show them how much you love your curl.
Love it. So.
That's pretty good. I don't know. You've been practicing?
I've been practicing.
Okay.
But yeah. So, let's see.
I think that was pretty good, actually.
Was it?
I think what your normal tendency was, but I think she's been practicing a lot without knowing that I was going to pop her into this questionnaire today, because I was like, well, let's teach you live today. So I'm going to do one more. I'm going to have you do one more, Jenny, and see if you can do your old curls. Like how you normally do.
Okay. So I think what I used to do is go like this more.
Okay.
And then.
Okay.
So I would get that little swoop there.
Yeah. So that is exactly right. So her difference is, I think she's been on a part of all these, so she's starting to learn anyway. Okay. So what she did first was she was waiting to rotate. So in the beginning, she would start moving before she would really get the rotation in first. And she can get her curl up higher if she wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and have you turn a little bit so we can show them the difference. So here is the first curl she did. You can see how much higher the curl is. And then here, how lean the curl is and how low it starts. So our goal today is to teach you how to go from doing this kind of curl and turn a little bit this way so they can see how that's flat there, and then go into this curl, which gets movement up higher, faster. Okay, so let's have you do one more of the old curls. I'm gonna give you a spot. All right, so here's a spot for you. Okay, so watch how she does the old curl.
I used to do this little
swoop,
I think.
Okay. So that's more flat at the top, and then it starts curling, but it doesn't have the fullness. It's more lean. So to create a more lean curl, you're usually moving more like this kind of movement, like out, and not a lot of, let me turn you this way. So the more you go this way, you're going to create more fullness. The more you rotate, the more rotation you have in your curl. And the more lean you want the curl, the more vertical you hold it. Now what Jenny would do is she would start moving out this direction. So as she was moving this direction instead of forward, do you see how that would take the hair and it would run it less around here, right? So if she started moving out this way instead of moving forward, it doesn't wrap the hair as fast. So I think she's done a couple of things. She's changed her technique a bit where she would move more forward instead of out to the side as much, which allows your curl to start being created faster because of the movement, how it wraps it on the back. Because where hair cools is where it stays, and that comes on the back side right here, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and have you create the new curl, Jenny, if you can. And if not, then I'll help do another one. Is that too big of a section, or do you like that section?
Yeah, this bottom one might fall out.
Okay. So Jenny, let's tell them how they measure. I'm going to show them this measurement real quick. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to take it from. So what we like to do is not have this any wider than the plates, right? So see, this section can be pretty thin, but it can be really wide, or it can be thicker here, but just can't be wider than the plates. What I mean by this width being equal to this width of the plate, okay?
And they want to know if it matters if you turn right or you curl right or left. Like if you turn them, they want to know that as well.
Okay, so which way we want to go to get this curl?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to see.
Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, that was really good. I like this one. So this one got a little tunnely, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of a twist and a pull, and oh, I got it more. Actually, I'm gonna spread it out more then, because I didn't want it to get too tunneled. See how you can change that curl and kind of manipulate it if you didn't get exactly what you wanted in the beginning. I like that curl. So I think one of the big things when you're styling on Jenny's length is to make sure that you don't create that wing out at the end. Okay, that wing out at the end can be really causing havoc in your style. And I'll show you how. Okay, so if Jenny was to come more at a low angle like this, watch how her curl would change. Do you see how it completely, let's show them this curl. Do you see how this curl looks very different? It's still curly, but it looks very different than this, right? This is a more elongated curl, and this is like, you know, like a pigtail curl. Like, I want to see if I can show them. Like, see how, I don't know if it's conveying right in camera. Oh, there, that, yeah, now you can see that one. Real funny. So what we did is create a really big barrel curl for her by having it very horizontally held, okay? So if you're having this conundrum, you need to hold it. And I'm gonna go back in and fix this. So when I change a curl, what I wanna do is brush it out. And when you're reshaping a curl, it's going to take just a little bit more time. So you wanna go a smidge slower, no more tension or anything. But you're gonna hold more vertical, and then I wanna pull down to try and pull that curl out a little bit. And see, they can be a little stubborn, so I'm just gonna pull on it a little bit and see if I can get it to merge in with the rest, okay? And I'll wait until the very end so that we don't overcorrect that curl too many times, because I don't want the hair being recurled and recurled and recurled. Do you?
No.
I'm gonna take a pass on that.
Do you like to have my hair messed with?
Yes.
Maybe not with heat.
We both love having our hair done, but not to the point where it's going to damage it. Okay.
Right.
So you too, that's one of the other things, right, Jenny, that I think, didn't you say, like, the trick for you is having it look more undone than
I always try to make it looks like I tried to make it too perfect. And
yeah, she's very consistent with her curling. And so, like, because I think the way my brain works and the way Jenny's brain works, Jenny is very task oriented, I'm very visual and like creative, but I'd say you're creative too, but in a different way. So, you know, with her task orientedness, she very much is able to keep her same angles and stuff, and I'll be like distracted by a light. I'm like, oh, there's a light over there, and then I will curl a completely different direction, which makes my curls constantly look different. I don't really get distracted that easy though, do I?
no.
No, never.
Not at all.
What? My favorite song's playing? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So, do you want to curl the next one, or should we see if your curls get really consistent, or if we want to change that up?
Whatever you want to do.
Oh, come on.
Don't you love that answer?
Yes.
And they want to know, do you always curl away from your face?
So when you're doing this look, you can do both. And so we'll start this look on her right side, and we'll do all one direction, and then on the left side we'll do varying directions, so you can kind of see the difference. And then just remind me to do that when I get to the left side, everybody.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to curl on somebody else this way. So I'm putting my thumb behind the T in time. When you're styling on yourself, you put your thumb behind the blue light, okay? So I'm gonna go in like that. You'll notice I really want my hair fanned out like a piece of paper like that, so that it really heats evenly. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in. I'm gonna turn right away before I really squeeze or anything, and I don't really wanna squeeze. And then I'm really gonna drag down at the end. And you can see how we get just a little bit different in our curls, right? So my end is a little more controlled because Jenny drops hers, and mine I drag and curl. And I think that's one of the differences between us. And it's not like super easy to spot for between these two curls because she did a really good job, I think. But as a whole, I think you'd start seeing it at the end. Do you want to try practicing a drop down?
Sure.
Okay, here's your tool.
Okay.
I'll get you a section since it's hard to find on the camera.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky.
There's a very good question too, Jacinda, about tension. They said, what tips can you give to not put too much tension on when curling? They just want to know, like, what is it?
Okay, so how can you avoid too much tension?
Yes.
Okay, so avoiding too much tension. Let's see how Jenny did on that last one for dragging down. Okay, see how when she drags down, what she did is she rotated more. So what you have to learn to do to get that more consistent with what I did, I think it was this one. Yeah. So do you see how, can you turn to the side? Do you see how this one goes straight up? There we go. This one kind of drags down more, and then the one she just did, this one, see how it gets more tunnely looking? So she looks more like a ringlet curl. And it's because when she dragged down, I'm gonna use a cold iron to show you. So when I drag down, I go like this. I go in, I rotate, and then I drop down like this, but I don't change how much I'm rotating, okay? When Jenny did this one, probably because you're trying to just, I don't know what causes you to do it, but I think it's because you're trying to finish out the end, so you rotated more as you went down. So what you want to do is just make sure that as you go down, you don't change that angle. Do you see how you could naturally want to rotate more to go down? You just have to drop, like you fell down a hole. I can't think. I don't have an analogy for that one yet. I'll work on it. Okay, so do you want me to do your swoop or do you want to do the swoop?
Sure, I'll try it. Let me see if I can get
There
this.
is no try, there's only what?
Do or do not.
Yes.
We're getting really good at correcting each other with our
We are always action doers and positivitors.
positivity.
Positivity.
Let's see what else.
That sounded familiar.
That voice did.
That voice. So
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Positivity.
Gabe? All right. Oh, you could do a completely different swoop. Oh, that's cool. So what Jenny does is she takes her swoop and curls it. When I do my swoop, I'm gonna not do it again. I'm gonna do a cold iron. So when I do my swoop, so Jenny does her swoop like this and just barely doesn't rotate. She really doesn't rotate much. So that's how you get this look for your fringe or bang area, okay? And then when you want a more swoopy look like this, which is what I do a lot, and that's one of the things I do on you too, Jenny. So I go in with the flat iron side and just roll out, roll out. I can't remember the rest of the song.
Roll out the barrel.
Oh,
it is a barrel.
Oh, you guys are doing a different
Roll
one. No, I was
out
doing the rap song. I got
Jenny, we're on the same page.
Yes.
With the top back, something like that. I can't remember it, but it was a while ago. But anyway.
I had the Saverding band.
Yeah. Roll out the barrel.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's see. So, there's a couple of different options of how you want to do this. So maybe at the very end, Jenny, if you don't mind, I'll just try that the other way so they can see the difference, okay?
Absolutely.
So we did curls all one way. I'm going to go ahead and quickly go through the rest of Jenny's. Do they have any questions in regards to short hair or anything?
Yeah, we have like short hair. It says, should short hair blow dry upside down for more volume? Or does not really, they want to know if that doesn't really help otherwise.
Okay, so you can get more volume by blow drying upside down. So here, let me tell you my take on blow drying. So I think blow drying is like really big. Jenny, I want to see if you agree with this because she's a hairstylist as well. So, and I haven't really thought of this analogy before,
Okay.
but I do know when people blow dry upside down, what they're doing is doing a less controlled blow dry, right? So I look at it as, just creating volume. It's creating volume, but it's a different kind of volume rather than what Jenny does or what I did today for that kind of volume. So what Jenny and I both do is a round brush blow out. Okay, so both of us use this brush to get the volume, and how we do it is different. And we also have videos and emails on that coming out, so that, again, with the link up above, if you want to sign up for email so it can help you, we have written instructions on it. So what I do is I roll mine forward like this and blow dry from behind here, and then I go forward and do this. And that's how I get the volume here, is because I'm really concentrating the heat here and letting it sit on my brush to give the volume there. Okay, so Jenny, do you do the same thing or do you roll back?
No, I do it more vertically.
Okay.
Sides. If mine are pretty short, so if I do forward, I get that old. I kind of get that.
Yeah, like old school.
Yeah.
Like the 80s,
The bump
90s.
there.
Okay. Yeah.
So I try to do it vertically.
So
Right.
should you
So-
like blow dry right on the brush or always behind or under it?
Okay, I'll show you that in one second. Let me finish this. Can you remind me of that, Tammy?
Okay.
Because I know my brain. Ooh, lights. Okay, so what, for me, I think I'm always like, the health of your hair is one of the most important things to me. I cannot reiterate that enough. So what I think you're doing is roughing up the cuticle with a more rough blow dry like that. Now, if you're good at it and your hair doesn't look like it's, or feel like it's roughed up, then that's okay to do that way and get your volume that way. But if you can achieve it with a round brush, I feel like you're always pushing that cuticle in the direction of closure instead of opening, which I think will give your hair an overall healthier appearance and feel, if that makes sense. Now, where do you blow dry the air? One moment, I have to go get it.
Blow dry?
I have to whisk away. Okay, so, good. I couldn't roll up the cord, that was me. Alright, so when you're blow drying, you want your airflow. I wonder if I should just turn it on and show them real quick. Think I should?
Why not?
Why not?
Alright. Yeah, so Jenny's gonna plug this in real quick and I'll show you where you want your airflow to be on when you're blow drying. I know, there's a lot of them down there. We have a lot of outlets plugged in down there.
There, we got it.
Got it? Okay. So I'll probably show them on my hair if you don't mind. Do you mind if I hop in real quick? Okay. So when you're blow drying, we gotta push the reset button. 1 second. All right. Now it should work. All right. So when you're blow drying, what you want to do is make sure your airflow doesn't go up this way. It goes down this way. And then where hair cools is where it stays. So you want to make sure that it's controlled down here. I don't want my hair flying all over the place down here or pushing back there. I want it to be on this lower part so that it can round out, because it's cooling right here after the airflow. And that's how you can achieve that look. Okay? So you don't want your airflow way back here unless you want to cause collapse, okay? This causes collapse, which means you'll make your blow dry more lean, which is okay. It's just, you just have to choose which one you want. And we were talking in regards to volume, so that's why I did it that way. Okay, come back in, young lady.
Okay.
All right, so we are going to finish curling the back real quick. Do they have any more questions?
Yeah, on short hair, do you start higher to get the curls?
I like, it really depends on what look you're going for. On this one, we are doing like a higher up curl. You'll see I'm starting right away. I want curl coming in almost immediately, and then I really want curl dropping out at the end. And don't be over picky. If that doesn't look perfect to you, don't worry about it. Just keep moving, and then at the end you can address it. Because that's how you get like an over curled look, is by overthinking every single curl. Okay. So,
And then they just want to know, is it better to take smaller or larger sections of your hair when you have short hair?
it depends on what look you're going for again. Because
Okay.
if you want, watch, I'll take a smaller section and show you how you can still get a really cool look with this, just taking a smaller section. Do you see? It's just more definition the smaller section you take. So smaller, bigger. This is a really big section, this is a really small section. It's just the difference. And you can, I can then separate this curl into, a few sections. and still get kind of the same look like that, right? So I can, it's really just kind of depends on your technique and what you want that look to look like that day. So that was the initial curl, and that's the smaller curl. Okay, so I'm going to do one more curl on this side going the same direction, and then I'll start alternating my curl direction so you can see the difference. All right.
And lots of questions on curling the back of your hair yourself.
Okay, Jenny, how about this? Can I have you do this? Will you be able to do it and show them what you do?
Yeah.
Do you need something as
Without a mirror?
You'd be surprised what you can do. You get so used to it.
Section.
Why don't I do your section?
Yeah, you do
for
my section and then I should do
What's,
the
okay, let's curl to the right first. So curl this way.
Okay.
Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, yeah.
Am I in
I want you to be kind of sideways though, so they can see what you're doing. Perfect.
Okay.
You see? So she created exactly the same thing, and that was no mirror. That was very impressive. Let's give her a round of applause. Okay. So what, basically, Jenny, what is your theory? Just move like around your head.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All you're doing is taking a section somewhere and then traveling around your head as close as you can, because the closer you stay to it, the closer your curl will start, or the faster your curl will start.
And then you can feel where you kind of curled last. You know, you can just, that's what I do.
Do you start with curling the back, Jenny?
No, I usually start on my side, my right side.
You start on the side, okay. So the way I cut Jenny's hair and the way she round brushed it allows for us to kind of leave that under here as a build and give fullness, right? So what I want her to do is not maybe curl every single piece and just leave that there to create the fullness underneath, because that's really what I wanted this cut to do, is just really feel nice and full and build for her, because she has finer hair. And I think it's really great to have volume like that, right, Jenny? Like,
yes.
That's not normal for you.
Right.
For me, sometimes I'm like trying to like, like lean mine out a little bit more. All right, so one more curl this way, and then I'll start alternating curls. Oh, let me move that where it's stuck on the table. Okay, perfect.
Jenny, they have a question for you. They want to know how you revive day-old curls on short hair. What do you do?
I brush through them with a paddle brush and just retwirl, and that usually does it.
And she's prepped with upstaged. I think that's a big thing, because without upstaged, you don't do that, right? And that wouldn't work for you, or it would?
No, it wouldn't without that.
Okay.
And that was another question. What products do you have in your hair before curling?
Upstaged.
We should call it the Jenny Beach Wave package or something. This is yeah. So Jenny is giving away this package. Oh great, I took the round brush out. But she's giving away this package because these are the products she uses. So these are her presents today, including this brush. Because this is kind of what you would use for today.
Yes.
Styling. That was a real wonky, like, here, put it in and like show you.
Great presentation.
It was kind of like fancy sauce. Did anybody see that? Okay, I am dying to know if you guys out there have seen that. I love that Will Ferrell movie. It's Step Brothers, and he's like, "That's my fancy sauce," and he like tries to put the hand there and he won't share it. It's really funny. I love that. It was so funny. Okay, so alternating curls. So the first one I curled the same direction we've been curling. Now I'm gonna go ahead and curl the opposite direction. So the way you change your direction is by putting your iron tip either up or down. That's basically the gist of how you get to change your curl direction. If it's pointing up, it's gonna curl one way. If it's pointing down, it's gonna curl another. I have never broken it down that simply before, by the way. I think that was kind of an aha moment. I hope that works right all the time. So now I'm going to change my curl direction. The last one I did, I pointed down and curled back towards you. Now I'm going to point up and curl towards me. So this one's going towards her face. And it's always a conundrum for me, like in here, because of, I did two opposite ones. So down here you can just alternate which way you think they should go. I'm gonna go towards you on this one. Towards you, the viewer, not you, the Jenny. All right, how are we doing on questions, Tammy? Anything?
There's another one. Here's one. Time. How do you do the vary the curls? She says this lady is saying my curls all mush together.
Okay.
Since I'm curling all the same way, she. Give me just a moment. We just had an update and we
lost it.
We lost that for a moment.
Okay. So basically what I think she was asking is her curls merge together and how do you avoid that?
I want to separate them more on my short hair.
Okay. So alternating curl direction is one way to ensure that, because there's no way this curl going this direction is going to merge with this curl going this direction. They won't merge together. They're going to fight each other, which causes like curl confusion, and the curl confusion like pushes on each other and builds on each other instead of melding together. The other thing you can do is really change your angle, right? So let me grab my cold iron so I can show you. So with the cold iron, what you can do is change as you're curling, right? So if I curl this way, every single time my curls are going to be very consistent. If I just slightly move it and change something as I'm going, then my curls aren't going to meld together as much. So just be inconsistent with your curling, and sometimes that's kind of tricky, right, to figure out, but I think that's the key to making them not meld together. The other thing is upstaged helps with separation of it too. So upstaged, and that's actually like you can get that right now. We have like a promo going on. If you add your iron to your cart and your upstaged to your cart, and then you enter upstaged, then we're doing a free upstaged with your iron purchase right now. So make sure you add both to cart. It's very key. Otherwise, our system doesn't understand that you need it in there, even if you enter the promo. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is just keep curling. So yeah, so upstage will also help the separation of it and keep your style holding longer. If she doesn't have that, that might help her as well.
And how do you ladies keep your curls for days? How do you keep them? She said she has to use a lot of hairspray.
Okay, I know, well, Jenny, what's your key to keeping curls?
I think it has to be the upstage. I use very little hairspray. Shampoo and conditioner, I don't know, it all kind of helps. I think just the whole system. I never used to be able to go more than one day without shampooing, so.
When did that start for you? Like when you switched to shampoo that you could start?
I could tell the first time I shampooed my hair, it felt different. And it was really key, I think, to learn the retwirl when you brush out your curls.
Mm-hmm.
That, because when you just brush them out, they look really brushed out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you reshape them, you'd be surprised at how they pop back in.
Okay, I'm going to show you the slight difference between Jenny having curl here and then, okay, so let's show them also. So this is alternating curl direction, and this is all the same curl direction, okay? So you can see how they start conforming together. So it's a completely different look. I love both equally. It's just different, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm really struggling if I want to curl this or swoop this. Oh, make the right decision, Jacinda. Please do the right thing. So I think I'm going to, because yesterday I was debating on that one, remember?
Yep.
So I'm just going to barely give it a little curl, and I totally didn't make the right decision, I don't think. No, I didn't. I oopsed it. Hold on one second. I got to go to the other side where I can see. So I'm just going to give her a little bend right there and then let go. So I think the big thing right now is to go ahead and kind of shake it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Make it nice and messy, because that's what's in right now.
Yes.
You want it full, messy, undone, all that fun stuff, okay?
There is one question about how high the cord, or how the cord should look when Jenny herself is curling at her root. They
Okay.
want to know, like, Jenny, see you do that,
Yeah.
and where the cord is when you're doing that.
So this is her right side,
It is.
in line with her arm.
Yeah.
Always. That's where you want your cord.
And this
almost
is off, by
always.
the way. Don't worry.
Yeah. Do not do this at home unless you're practicing with a cold iron. Yeah, but show them on the left side too, Jenny.
Okay.
So they may mean on that side, I bet, how high
Yeah.
where that cord is.
So do you see the cord now? It's pointing up to the corner. So you don't want the cord always in line. Sorry. Okay. So show
Rooftop.
them- Yeah. Remember the rooftop for your cord. Okay. So let's move forward with that, Jenny, just so they can see how that would travel for you.
So.
Yep. And if you can't tell, Jenny's changing her elevation like she's riding down an escalator, okay? But it's hard to tell from your angle that she's going down that escalator as she moves forward, just barely. Because a lot of times it looks like you're going straight out or up, and you're not. So I just want to make sure that's clear for people. Okay, so that's really great. I love that undone look like that. And you can see how just changing this just a little bit, should I change it into what we did yesterday too?
Yes.
So everyone capture this moment, hold it in your head, okay, and let me know. We'll see how it changes just a bit, right? So there's slight differences in how we finish this out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like curl it barely under, and because it has that kick, I just have to make sure that I set it in and let it cool there, because it's going to want to kick back the way she had it curled earlier. So you see it's a subtle difference, but it can make a big difference as well in what look you're doing. So there's like real subtle differences, right? This side, turn to the right, is all curled one direction. And missed one piece. Hold on, let's reshoot that for you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna put this little swoop in. Okay, so all same direction, and this way, alternating direction. Okay? So these will merge together more, these will build more and keep more full. All right, cool.
All right.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you, Jenny. So I hope we're getting our winners together. We are also today, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a slight curling session on the Jacinda Smith page. So we are going to go over there after this. If you want the link to that, it's up top in the ad copy on YouTube, or I'm sorry, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Hopefully one of our team members can go ahead and put that link in the comments so that they can find it if they need. We're gonna go over there and ask if you guys have any curl questions. I think I'm gonna practice whispering waves today with you guys. So, yeah, I don't know why I'm out of breath today. Woo. Okay, so the link is in the ad copy above, and then we're gonna have Jenny's presents going out right now. So we'll go ahead and get those winners ready. And do we have any questions in the meantime, or are you getting winners, Tammy?
There is one last question about upstage, because you talked about it, throughout on using that. They want to know, can you spray it on dry hair as well as wet or damp?
Yeah, you definitely can spray upstaged on dry as well. I prefer it on damp because I feel like it gets better disbursement as you're brushing it in and things like that. I really like when you're trying to get a product equally dispersed, I feel like if you can brush it in, it's going to help disperse it better because it like spreads into the bristles and then distributes throughout your hair. So I just like it in wet hair better, but yes, you can definitely apply it to dry as well. I just think it has more of a sticky texture when you spray it in dry. Do you think that's true, Jenny? Or no, do you not really use it? Or do you use it both ways?
Mm-hmm. I like it. I spray it in wet usually.
Yeah, we both like to spray it in when the hair is damp.
I shouldn't say wet, yeah, towel dried.
Yeah, towel dry. Very key, very key, very key. Okay, so let's get our winners. Let's get the Jenny package ready. We're really on the fence about what to call this. What were we calling it earlier? I already forgot.
Short and beachy kid. I don't know.
Short and beachy. Short and beachy. Yeah, it's warm in this room today. Holy guacamole. All right, I can't even get this stuck in there. Okay. All right, so Jenny's gonna get her kit ready to give out. She's going to do 4 times. And then we have our golden ticket winner. Should we announce the golden
That's what
ticket?
I was gonna ask. Are we announcing? We do have.
Oh, I'm real nervous about if we should give the golden ticket. I think it's so much more fun to find it in the mail. I really do. Don't you guys think? I think it's more fun to find it in the mail, right? Right? Like, and just not know who's getting it. Like, It'll be fun.
One of the four will receive.
Yeah, you can sit here. And I'll give my one iron. my little one iron. I think I'm going to throw it upstage in because we talked about it so much today and I didn't really plan it. But I think since we're doing a promo with that anyway, I'm going to give it upstage with mine. Oh, let me give it upstage with mine. Okay. Thanks.
All right, are you yours first? Or?
Go ahead.
Okay. The first winner of, I don't know what we're calling.
Oh yeah.
Your Beachy bag.
Short
Beachy bag.
The Beachy bag. Yeah. Good job, Tammy.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Emily Lee's Clancy.
All
Our
right.
first winner.
Go
The
ahead.
second winner.
Oh, what? Is Chris Poor on today? Did anyone notice?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so Chris Poor, if you're on today, I'm gonna give you a chance to pick a winner on here because he's one of our past winners and he's always on. And we're going to start a new trend that if you have won before, we're gonna give you a chance to pick a winner, okay? So if you're one of our old winners and Chris Poor is not on today, then maybe we'll give that person a chance. Just say, I won before, I wanna give one or something. And I know who to pick or whatever. So if Chris Poor is on and you have a winner, you have to let us know and
We'll add it.
And you can give an iron.
Perfect.
Okay? Go ahead, Jenny. Sorry, I was totally
I'm so used to this. Liz Holmes.
No, I'm just kidding. Liz Holmes, okay.
Liz Holmes. The third winner, Erin Murphy Brooks.
Okay.
And the fourth one, Jennifer Dankelson. Hopefully I said your name right.
Dankelson? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then mine?
Yes.
Where's my winner? Do you have it?
I do.
Oh. Okay, Ashley Taylor, you are my lucky winner today for my
Present.
For my present. Yeah, thanks. I knew there was like a big follow-up to that. Okay, so yes, we are going to now go over to the other page and I'm going to do whispering waves on my hair. I hate to ruin this blowout today, but I'm going to ruin it just for you, so I worked. So, and hey, you know what's really funny about this blowout today? I was literally laughing so hard because I was playing my music while blow drying and I was like, this is the most enjoyable my blow dry has ever been because I can hear the music and it was amazing. And then my friend Beth called to tell me big news. She is making a big change in her life. She is, she's been working for my dad for like 20 years and she has made a really hard decision for herself, but she is going to work for another company and I'm very excited for her. And I got to hear her story while I was blow drying because I was in a hurry this morning, but I didn't have to interrupt her news for my blow dry. I was very it was kind of like a tearjerker moment for me. I was like, I made this possible for women. I'm so excited that you don't have to let your best friend go because you have to, she has exciting or, hard or important news. And I didn't have to let her go to keep blow drying. I could still blow dry.
Still here.
And I could still hear her on speaker while I'm blow drying. I thought it was like,
Guys.
Okay. So anyway, did I finish?
Yeah.
Are we done? Oh, we're done. Okay, well thank you guys so much for staying with us today and we'll see you next week or unless you're gonna follow us over to Whispering Waves on Jacinda Smith page, which is in that copy.